Ladies and gentlemen, there's this horse-faced man by the name of Laura Ingraham that decided to mock Nipsey Hussle in death. Just hours after he was laid to rest, she decided to laugh and joke while covering the funeral of Nipsey Hussle. So this came out in HuffPost, and there are many other articles on this as well. It's kind of catching like fire. April 13th, 2019. Now, first of all, Laura Ingraham, you need to get your rappers right before you open your mouth. Now, the footage that she shows is a song that was put out by YG called F Donald Trump, okay? Now, the footage that she shows, Nipsey Hussle ain't even in the damn footage of this video. Now, I know he's featured on it, but the clip that she showed wasn't even him. Okay? So, Laura Ingraham, you're going to have to really work on your rappers. When you talk about somebody, at least put the right face up while you're talking about them. You know, I know that high IQ and all gets in the way of everything, but try a little harder. One day after Nipsey Hussle, Fox News host Laura Ingraham laughed while discussing the deceased rapper on her primetime program. By the way, y'all, she got the geriatric crowd. This woman attracts people like 60 years and older. She doesn't even attract a young crowd at all. Poking fun at a political song in which he is featured. Yesterday in Los Angeles, thousands lined the streets to say goodbye to rapper Nipsey Hussle. This dear artist recently released a song called FD, F Donald Trump, and that's not a recent release. I believe it came out in 2016. So what is she talking about? Recently released. She says it as if he released it just before he died. Okay, so it's a song that came out in 2016 by YG, and it featured Nipsey Hussle, which this ignorant fool don't know. So the man called Laura Ingraham decided to play some of the footage, and, you know, in her out of touch voice, she said, "That's a very creative refrain, very catchy." Ingraham joked, asking whether it was related to the lowest unemployment ever, basically for African Americans, which is false. Republicans, Donald Trump himself, have been saying this as well. It is false. Unemployment is not the lowest for African Americans in this country. America has rigged up a system so that unemployment would always be highest among African Americans when compared to other groups here. They rigged the system from the start to be this way, ladies and gentlemen. That's what they did. You can go back 50, 60, 70 years. Unemployment has consistently always been highest among African Americans than any other group in this country. And this is the way they want it. Just understand that. So she just made a very false claim. Now somebody by the name of Angela Morabito, I guess Beto. Anyway, she posted this on Twitter because of the copyright claims and everything on YouTube. I'm not going to play this, but you can come out and watch this footage yourself. She writes, here's Laura Ingraham mocking a murder victim just hours after he was laid to rest because he opposed Trump 3 years ago. Also, the man rapping in the video is YG, a person who is not Nipsey Hussle, for shame. So she's going to mock Nipsey Hussle, show a piece of footage from the 2016 track called F Donald Trump, and the clip doesn't even show Nipsey Hussle in it. That just goes to show you how dumb this man called Laura Ingraham is. Laura Ingraham, if you're going to mock somebody, at least get it right. You all wrong on this one. You don't even have the right rapper up when you're talking bad about them and mocking them. You show the wrong rapper. What's up with that, Laura Ingraham? You need to stick with your geriatric crowd and the issues that they like, because you're really way out of your league on this one. An Associated Press fact check pointed out last month that while May saw a record low in Black unemployment at 5.9%, it has since risen. An added layer of context, President Trump and some supporters fail to mention. So, unemployment among Black people has been climbing. And this is May 2018, y'all. So from May 2018 on, it's been climbing. Black unemployment experienced its sharpest drop under the Obama administration. The AP noted, falling 9% from March 2010 to January 2017. And let me just stop right there. You really can't go by the numbers this government puts out, ladies and gentlemen. And the reason why I say that is when people fall off of the unemployment roll, they're no longer collecting unemployment, they are not counted. Okay, so if you got a lot of people that are no longer on unemployment and they're not working, that whole group of people is never counted. They only count the ones that are collecting unemployment. Always remember that. Once you fall off of the unemployment rolls, they don't even put you in the head count of the unemployed. So the numbers that this government puts out is never accurate at all. Additional footage of Ingraham's broadcast obtained. Okay, so it shows her and her guests, Raymond Arroyo mocking the funeral speech of controversial Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan, who accidentally called Hussle Nipsey Russell during the funeral. Well, Farrakhan is one of our own. We can forgive him for that. And I'm sure no one at the funeral was upset. So what if he did do that? So, okay, so Laura Ingraham, you have lived a life where you didn't make any errors. Okay, just looking at your face alone, we can get into some deep mocking about that. Woman is too damn ugly to be on TV. It's always a good idea before you give a eulogy to know the name of the deceased. And this is what was said before they played the clip that didn't even show Nipsey Hussle. Laughing over the apparent mistake, Ingraham, the two then reviewed an old video of a late comedian Nipsey Hussle, who performed on game shows from the 1960s to the 1990s. Despite Farrakhan's flub, it was a reminder of where Hussle got his name, which was inspired by Russell's. Fox News didn't immediately respond to a request for comment. So this is what they proceed to do. You know, I guess she had to do this for her geriatric, you know, people that she caters to, because again, this woman doesn't attract anything but a bunch of old ass people, probably that need hearing aids in order to listen to her show, taking heart medication and sitting in wheelchairs, you know, and driving hover rounds. You know, that she got the hover round crowd as her audience. Always remember that. She doesn't have any significant audience or one of all age ranges. She got the hover round crowd, y'all. But ladies and gentlemen, just note, she would never have done this to any other artist that is white on her show. You know, not to mention Fox News have a long-standing reputation of talking bad about Farrakhan. Now, despite that, let me tell you something. Farrakhan is in his 80s, Laura Ingraham. He's in his 80s. And he still looks better than you, who's not in your 80s and look really bad and aging really bad. Okay, if we put him up against the 80 crowd in your group, they would lose every single time. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Laura Ingraham, kiss my ass. Peace, family.